Cheers to Andre Corbeil and Big Ray Show for their success on the Can-Am Wrestling Show. It's every Tuesday, TNAMecca.com. Cheers to the working man. One Man's Opinion, October 21st, 2013. Thank you for joining me. And as I said in the cold open, shout out to Andre Corbeil. You can follow on Twitter at Andre_Corbeil on Twitter. And Big Ray Show. I've always gave props to Big Ray, and I always have respect for him, man. A fellow Boricua. And from Texas to New York to Canada, I salute both of you, and much love to the both of you. Your show, I love, I adore, I watch it every week. It's every Tuesday, TNAMecca.com. Check it out, and there's nothing more to say. Cheers to the working man. So, shout out to both of them and their success. We're going to get into this very, very extensively because, and I'm going to tell you why, I have a couple of beers in me. And once I have a couple of beers in me, I just go off. And my wide eyes, So I'm about to go off, seriously. Bound for Glory. Yes, I'm going to talk about TNA show, Bound for Glory. I heard a lot about it. I read a lot of tweets about it. I saw the show. It wasn't a bad show. The thing is that everybody wants to go at TNA because of the empty arena and all of this bullshit. But let me tell you this. They put on, a fairly decent show. Some matches didn't, quite live up to my expectation, but one match did, and I tweeted Big Ray about this last Sunday at Bound for Glory night, and it happened. Kurt Angle, Robert Roode. I told Big Ray that this was going to be the dark horse of the night, and it turned out to be the match of the night. These two men brought it, like nobody's business. And that match was better than their TNA title match, 2 years ago, when they faced off in the main event. Their match this year was better than their match 2 years ago. So that says a lot. The other match, AJ Styles versus Bully Ray. Brutal as fuck. Alright? You're not going to see this match in a WWE pay-per-view. And that's what I love. A match like that was insane. And it was incredible. When have you seen a match when the heel, who is the champion, pulls the canvas from the ring to expose the wooden boards? It's chaotic. Yeah, I did not like the run-ins, but it was a good payoff. It was a great payoff. Did I like Dixie Carter getting involved? No, I would have liked it to be one-on-one between Styles and Bully Ray, but it was no disqualification, so you had to throw in the Dixie Carter. I really wanted Jeff Jarrett to get involved. I mean, Jeff Jarrett's involvement needs to happen. I'm tired of waiting for Jeff Jarrett right now. His tweets like the day of, it's like headed to San Diego for Bound for Glory. It's like, do something. Do something. I mean, you gotta figure in probably in a month or two that there's going to be a power struggle between Dixie Carter and Jeff Jarrett. It's going to happen. It's got to. You know? With Dixie Carter aligning with Bully Ray and AJ aligning with Double J, you know? It's bound to happen. And I said this months ago, like the Aces and Eights are the NWO and AJ Styles is the Crow Sting, you know? And this was their Starrcade. This was Hollywood Hogan versus Sting in '97. This was TNA's Starrcade. You know, they never compared. TNA has never compared Bound for Glory to WrestleMania. But I would admit, like throughout the months that were going, you know, I wish there was more story behind it between AJ and Bully Ray. You know, I just wish there was. But yet again, you know, as I say that, there was a little agreement, you know, or a little thing that AJ was supposed to be part of Aces and Eights. You know, that storyline going. So just like Sting was going to be a part of NWO, but he wasn't. You know, just storyline wise. But AJ taking the belt from Bully Ray reminded me of Sting taking the belt off of Hollywood Hogan in Starrcade '97. You know, but the thing was, the lineup you had for the Aces and Eights wasn't strong enough. You know, you didn't have big names. You didn't have enough credibility behind it. So, I mean, be that as it may, this match was brutal. AJ Styles, I don't know, Lord Almighty, the lengths and the dedication this man went through to give you an entertaining match is far beyond any of my expectations. And I gotta give credit and cheers to AJ Styles. You put your body on the line and you kicked ass. Cheers. That match was brutal. And you gotta give it to Bully Ray. Bully Ray, you know, the dedication that he's been throughout the past couple of years, you know. And I've said this a lot of times that Bully Ray is the best heel that TNA has. Right next to Bobby Roode. Bully Ray is the best heel TNA has. And the match they had was just insane. It was just brutal. But at the end of it all, after the chair shots and the 450 through the table, which was sick, I think about that and I cringe every time I think about it. That 450 through the table. How in God's name did AJ get up from that? That's just crazy. That's more towards AJ putting his body on the line. He put his body on the line throughout the entire match. And you could see Bully Ray just chopping the shit out of him. And you see the black and blue all over his chest. AJ sacrificed himself. AJ did TNA proud on Sunday. And you got to give props. And so did Bully Ray. Bully Ray, you know, did the company proud to defend that title as a heel, to do what heels do, just do whatever it takes. And so did AJ. AJ did whatever it takes. Man, but you got to question how much can AJ take at this point? Because you know that match had to take at least a year off of AJ's career. That match alone. You know, and I've seen a lot of AJ matches to know that the shit he does takes years off of people's career, you know. But like I said, that match alone at Bound for Glory last Sunday had to take at least a year off of AJ's career. You know, it's just nuts. And suffice to say, I would say I am excited to see the rematch tomorrow. I'm really excited to see the rematch between AJ and Bully Ray. I I don't want to be I don't want it to be a bad feeling, like, a finish background, a battleground finish. But I mean, those two matches I would say were the highlights of my night. And the return of Abyss. Thank God Abyss is back. God, I mean, there's so much Joseph Park I could take. There's so much Joseph Park I could take. I could take it. I can't, you know? I love the road trips between Joseph Park and Eric Young, but damn. I need Abyss back. I need the monster Abyss. Hell, give me James Mitchell again. Fucking give me the mouthpiece. I don't care. I mean, Abyss is Abyss. You know, it was one of the reasons I loved TNA to begin with, was Abyss and, and AJ. And Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, I hate to see Samoa Joe fall to as far as he's been. And a little knowledge for you, Jeff Hardy and Austin Aries main evented last year's Bound for Glory and opened up this year's Bound for Glory. Or I should say main evented last year's and main evented and opened up this year's. So there's a little info for you. But I mean, TNA, I think, in my opinion, they have to start from scratch, and I think they did it with AJ winning the title. With AJ winning the title, I think they could go places now. I think you could have new rivalries, and you could have AJ feud with Bully Ray for a couple more pay-per-views. You only have 4 a year. A couple of more impacts, have special impacts here and there, you're going to have a Destination X themed impact soon, so and I'm sort of disappointed with Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin won the title at Destination X last year. Well, this year rather. I keep thinking about the 2017 pay-per-view schedule, which had Destination X always as a February pay-per-view, but they moved it. But Chris Sabin winning the title for a cup of coffee, kind of disappointed me, because I was, that was a new face as the TNA champion, and you just give it back to Bully Ray and stuff like that. But be that as it may, the story lined up the way it was supposed to be. At least we didn't get the Hogan Bully Ray main event. I mean, Lord be it for me that I would want to see a Hogan Bully Ray TNA title Bound for Glory main event. But all in all, it was, like I said, Rude and Angle tore the house down, and AJ and Bully Ray just destroyed the surroundings with that match. So, what's going to happen tomorrow, the rematch tomorrow, and Magnus, who beat Sting. I don't know if Sting's going to be on his way out or not. We'll see. But I just want to say my 2 cents about Bound for Glory. Like I said, it wasn't a great show, but 2 matches saved it. So just like SummerSlam. SummerSlam was a 2-match pay-per-view. It was CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar and Cena versus Bryan. Bound for Glory was a 2-match pay-per-view. Rude and Angle and AJ and Bully Ray. So kudos to TNA. You did an okay pay-per-view, you know. But anyway, I'm at the 15-minute mark here, and I'm not stopping for anybody. Hell in a Cell is Sunday. As I check on my Facebook comments. Like I said, I've had a couple in me. I'm just going to go off. Hell in a Cell is Sunday. Miami, Florida. American Airlines Arena. I should call it Heck in a Cage because it's PG. I'm very excited for the show. I would say that, but yet I don't want to be disappointed like Battleground. But then again, I mean, this is the finality. This pay-per-view is the finality. Every rivalry has to end in the cell. And it's going to happen with Bryan and Orton. And it's going to happen, hopefully, with CM Punk and Heyman. Because you got to throw CM Punk back in the title picture. I can't say enough about this. CM Punk has to go back in the title picture soon. You're heading towards Survivor Series. And after Survivor Series, you're heading towards... Basically, after Hell in a Cell, you're heading into WrestleMania season. WrestleMania season starts after Hell in a Cell. When you start the road to Survivor Series and you get Survivor Series, TLC, and the Royal Rumble. People say the WrestleMania season doesn't start until Royal Rumble. I say the WrestleMania season starts at Survivor Series because this will make your WrestleMania matches come to shape. You know, you could look back at 2003 and see WrestleMania matches starting to come to shape at Survivor Series, like Undertaker and Kane. That was at WrestleMania 20, and Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. That happened at WrestleMania 20. Stuff like that, you know. So, in my mind, the WrestleMania season starts at Survivor Series. So, it's coming soon. But then again, you know, like I said, Hell in a Cell is this Sunday in Miami, my American Airlines Arena. It's going to be on fire. 2 Hell in a Cell matches this year, unlike the one Hell in a Cell match you saw last year. But the second Hell in a Cell match, or will be the first, will be a somewhat rematch of last year's. So CM Punk in a handicap match versus Ryback and Paul Heyman. Now, I don't know if this is an elimination match, or it's 2-on-1, or it's 1-on-tag. Doesn't matter, but this rivalry should end on Sunday between Punk and Heyman. Because it's Hell in a Cell. You know, everything has to end in the cell. So, I expect Punk to get out of there and the winner. You know, unless Heyman has a ace up his sleeve named Brock Lesnar. Now, everybody said that Brock Lesnar won't make an appearance until Royal Rumble, but who's to say that there wasn't like a little insert in Brock Lesnar's contract? So, if Punk wins, I'll be happy because the rivalry will finally be over. But yet, in the back of my head, the possibility of Brock Lesnar being there on Sunday is very noticeable. You know, like, you know, SummerSlam, Punk lost to Lesnar. So you know that WWE is cashing on that Lesnar-Punk rematch. So who knows what's gonna happen there? But I'm saying that Punk walks out, and hopefully the finality of the rivalry will come to fruition there. The second Hell in a Cell match is the main event. It's for the WWE Championship. It's Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee. Is any of you, is any of you with me saying that there's going to be a confrontation between HBK and Triple H down the road? Now, not promo wise, but physicality. I see that it's building towards that, but I don't know. I mean, yes, Samson. I'm trying to do a video here. But, move you up. Everybody's saying that the confrontation between HBK and Triple H is coming. I don't know. Vince is supposed to be coming back and probably Monday. I think there's a rumor that's going around that he's supposed to come back Monday or a couple of weeks before Survivor Series. So who knows? But I think it's leaning towards that. I think Triple H is going to get involved. I think HBK is not going to let Triple H decide the fate of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is going to walk out Hell in a Cell the WWE champion. Now, how long he's going to hold that belt, who knows? There's also a possibility that Daniel Bryan might not win. Orton could keep the title, and Bryan could win the Royal Rumble. But I see Punk winning the Royal Rumble. I know it's a couple of months away, but I see Punk winning the Royal Rumble and Bryan winning the title, and Bryan versus Punk at WrestleMania in New Orleans. I can only hope. The other highlight match besides those two Hell in a Cell matches, the return of John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, the last time John Cena made a return from injury challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship was at a Survivor Series 2008, where he beat Chris Jericho in his hometown of Boston. So, kind of killed my expectations a little bit because I thought Cena would be back for Survivor Series back in Boston. But I guess due to ratings and whatever's happening, they had to, I guess, call him and have him come back early. Cena's winning. Cena's winning the title. And hopefully it could bring some prestige back to the World Heavyweight title that it much truly deserves. But I don't see it happening. The World Heavyweight title is a shell of its former self at this point. It's not. It doesn't have the prestige as it used to have, but maybe Cena could bring it back up. Who knows? My comments on Cena coming back early is they need him. You know, the fact that I don't know. You need him. You need Cena. With the storyline going on, with Bryan and Orton, Cena's the face of the company. Truly. He is the face of the company. And if you have the face of the company take the World Heavyweight Championship, I mean, it can only try to bring prestige back. But I do see Cena winning. And I don't see anything else. Cena returning, I mean, it really doesn't faze me. It did disappoint me a little bit because I would like to have a couple of more months building Daniel Bryan up to be the face, to be the next in line. But it's not. It's not going to happen anytime soon. So Cena will win the match. I don't even. I mean, I say I'm excited about a pay per view, but I don't even know the other matches. I know it's AJ Lee versus Brie Bella for the Divas title. A match. Okay. This match I'm really excited for. Triple threat tag team title match. Goldust versus Cody Rhodes versus The Shield, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns versus the Usos. That is going to be a hell of a match. I don't even have to say anything to know. It's going to be a great match. I mean, I could go back to Battleground that The Shield and Cody and Dustin stole the fucking pay-per-view because there was no other match that could come close to it last month. Now you're heading into Hell in a Cell and you have a triple threat tag team title match. With the tag team champions, Cody and Dustin versus The Shield versus the Usos, who are the true number one contenders, which still boggle me to this day why Usos didn't get that shot on that Monday instead of whatever. This is going to be a match. This might be a show stealer. I'm telling you right now. This triple threat tag team match might be a show stealer. And keep your eyes on it. It's probably going to be fast paced. So I would say that Cody and Dustin walk out still the champions. But I could be wrong. Who knows? Those are the important matches in the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view that I'm excited to see. So, there you go there. Cheers. I'm past the 25-minute mark. Who's still watching me at this point? Who cares? What can I talk about? Goldberg's DVD. Goldberg's DVD is okay. I mean, it chronicles through the important parts of his career. The thing that I regret is that he had nothing to do with this. That I regret, and I hate it too, that he had nothing to do with this DVD release. He had nothing to do with it, But all of his matches on there, but it just sucks that he had nothing to do with it. I wish there was a biography on it, and I'm sure that there might be. Who knows? But the fact that he had nothing to do with it, and WWE released a DVD collection of his matches is basically pulling at Goldberg to come back in a way. Who knows? You got the rumors of Goldberg possibly coming back, rumors of Hogan possibly coming back, rumors again that are up in the air about Sting leaving TNA and going to WWE and finishing his career there. There's just a lot of shit going on in the dirt sheets. But then again, like I said, the Goldberg DVD is a good DVD to go back to, nostalgia, basically. The Goldberg pop. Even though I hate that they just use his WWE theme instead of the original theme to hear the true response of the crowd instead of the filtered through response. No. The best matches on that DVD are him versus DDP at Halloween Havoc 98. Now everybody knows about this match. This match went halfway, not even halfway, like 3 minutes in, and then the pay-per-view cut off. But that match was excellent. His, like the noticeable matches, his match with Hulk Hogan at Monday Nitro in the Georgia Dome. That's a noticeable match. But another great match of Goldberg's, and I two of them next to the DDP one, and it's three. Now I'm just three. His match with Sting when Sting was in the Wolfpack, and at I think it was '98. It was on a Nitro. It was for the title. Halloween Havoc '99 against, or '99, or was it 2000? No, Halloween Havoc '99. It was against Sid, which was it was brutal. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that a Sid versus Goldberg match is one of the good matches on this set, but it is. And Goldberg versus Scott Steiner from Fall Brawl 2000. That was a great match. You know, considering the movesets that both men have, you know, it was a great match for both of them. It fit them perfectly. So, the set's good. I'm keeping it. I'm not selling it. I was thinking about selling it for extra money, but I'm keeping it just for the nostalgia factor because it's Goldberg. Well, all in all, I'll say a 3 out of 5. Say the DVD is a 3 out of 5. And I think that's it. I just passed the 30-minute mark on a video. Holy shit. One man's opinion for 30 minutes. With a little bit of liquid courage. How the fuck do you make that any more better than that? Follow me at Perez_81. Subscribe to this channel at one man's opinion. Like I said, Andre Corbeil, Big Ray Show, their show, the Can-Am Wrestling Show at TNAMecca.com. It's every Tuesday. Check it out. It's worth your watch. You will enjoy the hell out of their show, believe me. And this is me saying peace. I'll probably see you after Hell in a Cell. Who knows? Who knows when you'll see me? I'm in and out like a revolving door. So, take care. God bless.